day, good morning, good night, wherever you're tuning in from, guys. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Welcome, guys. I'm not lying. As you see the title, she's on Ladanya neck. I'm not lying. She's on her neck. She's on her neck. Cause through Ladanya enough, Minister come answer to that lady here. And this lady is in the same country like her. But Ladanya, you with your big jawbone, your big tough jackass and jawbone them, your big humongous mouth. You come here, come here. Remember when you see me and Gracie have something, you come pick up Gracie sitting at a fight, Gracie back and Gracie never asked if you need help. But you have bigger fish to fry more than me, you know. Me not lie. You have bigger fish to fry. Michelle Ladanya, come here. When my kids them that faster home, I see my kids them. I could see them 3 or 4 times out of the week. Michelle Ladanya, you know, she say you're wicked. You take a little girl and give her up. Eh? Remember me talk my story, you know. Me not lying, me talk my story, you know. But Michelle Adania, you take your child and give to her father. Michelle Adania, but me fight for my kids, them. Me fight for my kids. But look here, me say that lady, me say she in the same country and she a beat out your back juice out of the lime. Look how much lime. I tell you, them here lime in America. People at Jamaica, behave on the backside while and share the sitting them on have and tap me them spoil ya, man. Because we over here pay for sitting watch ya. Lime hard and tough. Michelle Ladanya, come here. Because you know, if you pick up me and Grace is something one woman that expose ya. Torn in the same country. Same country on there. Grace never have to fight in the back of here. You choose to pick up Grace back and fight it. Eh? How you come and style me. When style the par you see? Pick the bean out of your eye before you pick it out of mine. Pick the mat out of your eye before you pick it out of me. You hear? Michelle Ladanya, you're too enough. Me see what she name that live in England with you and she expose you talk about pay this and pay that. You lie like her. Your mouth big like a be a lie full up in your mouth. Your mouth big and lie. So from me, hey, this is sitting in my hand tired. From me, I squeeze me now, I get more juice. Much lime? Look more juice, me get a little bit. Yeah. I go arm shape up there. You see what she named there? I beat you. You get some, hey, beat her for me now. Get some strong lick for me. Lick her and her mouth. Lick out her big tough jackass. Teeth what she have, she chat too much. You know, she chat too much. So guys, this morning I come in, you know. This morning I'm tired of this thing. I'm tell you I cook before the kids then come. Yeah. Michelle, so all these years, your daughter is somewhere. What am I telling Michelle? Someone I'm come up on social media ask me and someone on what list my backside. Don't know if you agree with me. Can of what list like? Man of what list bad. But she named that she on your case. She's on your case. Now wipe off the counter. I'm tired. I'm gonna finish cook. God, I have the rice left. I'm tired. I'm very tired. But she named that beat out her backside over there. She had talk up the things them. And she have a valid point, Michelle. You too lie. Oh, Sam dead. Wish I could told you I love you before you left me. Ah, ah, ah. I tell people I love them every day. I don't wait for time for. Ah, Sam passed away. Ay, ay, ay. Watch my cousin. Guys, Miss she need to beat Michelle. Michelle, you get some beaten. Then Michelle me tell me say that right there, so you give away your pitney from 3-year-old. And I look at me where they got jail. My pitney and going to faster up. I still see my kids them. I see them 3 times out of the week, Michelle. Michelle, your body know. You come on social media want bully people and want come control me. Eh? You want come talk to me. Nice me. Michelle go down here. Go take several seats. I say lady, I just expose her. She just get exposed every day. She just get exposed. Love is sweet when it is new, but even between then it is true. Hey, hey! Who rhyme up this aya? Why? Is that true, guys? Love is sweet when it is new, but even between when it is true. That's true, guys? Hold on. Is this true, guys? Where my family get this? Hey! Love is sweet when it is new, but even between when it is true. Lord of mercy, where my family get this? Me nah lie. Me nah lie. My family on a ball. We know for come out and put up some things. You think when it easy? Well, Michelle Adanya in a time I getting beaten. Michelle, me say she beat you, go she beat you come. This lady here, she live in England with you. See her there, Michelle? I love watch her when she beat you. Remember when they pick up Gracie Crosses a carrot and Gracie Bongo? You pull Gracie Bongo and it belongs to see her there. I love, she's in England with you. When you come out and address her, she have valid point in her, Michelle. Michelle Ladanya, she have valid point with a big mouth, a big tough jawbone, your jackass can jawbone them, your crackers face. Your face look like tough crackers as she said. See her there? See her there? She live in England with Michelle. When she come out and I beat Michelle, she beat her left, right, and center. She beat her left. I think I'll turn off the stove and make the rice cook later. What time is it? I forget my sleep. At this time I come home. Watch her. So she beat Michelle go. She beat Michelle go. And this she have valid point. Whatever she said, she have valid point. Michelle too enough. Michelle too enough.
One. That's when every Jamaican was coming to the
Oh God, man, catch you something, guys. My apology, guys. Like when she beat Michelle.
The UK. And when we as a Jamaican come to the UK,
what the hell?
People next Jamaica will say, you're going to college, and everybody will sign up for college, and you go college and you work. You understand? And in the meantime, you're working, you're saving the plane fare because you can get a sponsor. Anybody here can sponsor your child to come up. You only need a letter back then, just an invitation.
That's true. That was true. Yes, and a passport.
And then after 1 year, everybody start taking up their kids. Their kids come, and everybody gone to school while you gone to college, and then you gone to work.
What a family live in
Jamaican will help
England.
out the next Jamaican because when you rent a place, you have a lot of Jamaican live there. So you find say some of them working there. So you find say everybody don't work the same time. So that one will maybe babysit that one for you, and then when you're time for work,
Michelle, she expose you, Michelle.
The other child. That's how the Jamaican community used to work in England. Or if you live with family member,
you come pick up Gracie Bungla carrot and you have your own crosses to carry.
But if you don't have no family,
you don't have to talk to people like me, Michelle.
You find that every Jamaican,
you don't have to talk to people like me.
Jamaican them who are do pick up, so you find say enough of these Jamaican now. All these kids them go.
You don't have to talk to me, Jacka.
So if me have a friend going to that school, I can say, can you pick up my child for me? And then I'm at work, and then I will go home, and then
am I like a ticket them now? Am I like a burst them? Leave me, guys. God. Mr.
You
watch him, Mr. Them I sitting here, Mr. Them just fragile, so then come like newborn baby.
You help that one help that one. You understand? But with me, it was different because you have after school club. And in England, when you come here, after school club is 6 o'clock. When you drop off your child for 8 o'clock in the morning, you're not going to pick up your child till 6 o'clock in the evening and it's still running. My daughter used to go after school club. I didn't have those kind of problems. So when I used to start work 10 o'clock, I used to work on the railway. Yes. When I come here, I start working on the railway. I will drop Kenisha to school and then to school and I reach work for 10 o'clock and I will leave work 5 o'clock and then I pick up Kenisha because she go after school club. You understand? And after school club those time, it wasn't that expensive. It was like £20, 5, 10, 50, £5, about £20 a week or less, or £10 a week. I think something like that. It wasn't that expensive because after school club finish at 6. You understand? Mm-hmm. So some people come here, they do nothing with them life. They follow friends, they party, they drink, and when they reach certain time in their life, they regret it. So why would she feel regret and buy the child so much stuff? It doesn't make sense because if you say you're working in North and you go over there every weekend, why would you feel guilty? You shouldn't feel guilty. You should say, you know what, I'm staying over south and take care of my child. My child live with me. Why you mean come over here to that doesn't sound right. What enough money? That time everybody were working like £5 an hour, £6 an hour. And you have 16 hours to work. You know? She could have stayed in the house with the baby daddy. Same as how she said she go over there every weekend. Then why couldn't she stay there and do the same thing? Let me put the rice in now. This part.
No, she knew this, and I'm telling her this. You know, she grew up and she knew these things, right?
But when she said she knew these things, she grew up and she knew these things. So to me, she lived that child for a very long time. That's why the little girl.
She come because Gracie problem on her head, and she's a workless woman.
But other than that, I would visit her all the time, and it's something that would bother me. And I said, I'm not going to start stop until I save enough money.
It shouldn't bother you. You live in the UK, you've been with your child. And I'm not taking it back. Everybody come here to the UK, you stay with your child.
To move over to rent, you know, somewhere for me and her to have. Right? And I didn't stop when I went back to South and we lived together and everything was good and stuff like that. Fast forward, because now my daughter is 22. Fast forward, early this year I visited my daughter.
Yeah, then.
And she was telling me that me leave.
So Michelle, you still have visit your daughter? You what this? You come and style me. You come and come class. You can't class drunker and you're dog shit. You can't class drunker and you're dog shit. You can't class me. Talk to this lady, this pretty lady here in England that live in the same country. Hey, she expose like how them expose skull. She expose you. Like how them expose skull. Yes, she want undercover couple come and dig up your dirtiness, but you come in and me and Gracie problem and a fight full back where we couldn't fight yourself. You live in England, fight. Sis Maria England we attack you. Talk back to her and you come out and address the lady, you know. What she's saying, she have valid point about it. You what this here big and what this here one big, what this dirty nasty mama Michelle, you big giant body mouth. Like you are walking in England and suck off all that prisoner there who they think me afraid for cause you they come for me, you look a nastiness here.
Though I was seeing her every weekend, she had...
You see, for a 3 years old, how can a 3-year-old remember, said the mom, leave her at 3 years old? You rather say 5 or 6. I would say 5 and 6 can remember, but a 3 years old can come and say, I remember? Come on.
Expose the girl.
Like that. She leave that child.
Let's shoot up the opinion and run upon down. What this girl left her opinion upon them and come now come go like say she has money on social media and but she got married the African man. Girl, go and put yourself together here, man, and not come chat to me. Don't come back out, come chat to me again. Don't come back out. I mean tell us say me a drunk or I mean tell us say me a dog. So you come out and talk to me. Girl, put yourself together here, man. Oh, what this careless mama. have your picnic and gear where you all worthless sitting you. And I like you got jail or anything like that. You never. And I like you get arrested. They give away your picnic because you want to roam street and become an alcoholic. Go. They come talk about depression because you miss the crack cocaine and alcohol. Go. You come and come, hey girl, me tell you now, you should have never pick up me aggressive problem by your head and come out and go and come style me like you can style me. That big tough jawbone them. Eh? You're more big and pretty like a batty wall.
Is her mother. That child live with the dad and know that we don't know what's happened.
We don't know, you're right. We don't know.
Do you understand?
Expose her.
We don't know what's happened.
Yeah, we don't know. That's why I want you expose her for me. That big tough jawbone girl. Ugly like a what. Now she dey come fast with me guys. And bother. Remember me never bother she now. Say if me a right she know. Me don't want anybody say nothing to me. She too enough. She go through depression, oppression and anxiety and for she go work and she come and come talk to me. Girl go here. You look, you're cranny. If you're a married woman, you're cranny. If you're a married woman, you're ugly and that you're chaka. If you're a married woman, you're more big and pretty like batty wall. If you're a married woman, you're under enough stress. If you're a married woman, you look disgusting. If you're a married woman, you don't look good. If you're a married woman, you not make no sense. Go and live with husband. Go. Liar, that's why you come up on social media, pick up people buckle and crosses and carry it. And where you not carry your own cross. Fight your own back, come out and go on. You come out, look nasty one over there, so we are lick out batty. We don't know if you come out and be justify things the right way. We don't come out when you make go. You're more big and pretty like. Next time we come kill out my batty gear, girl. Your big old mouth.
In your accent. So, and then going up, maybe when she start to reach 5 and 6 now, she kind of understand. Where's my mom? My mom is not with me.
And then look at baby that do a 3-year-old. What this girl? What this? And I like the girl got prison, my sister. People and I like the girl got prison. And she get arrested, get herself now and look at situation. You understand me? She go live, store live and she, you know, or something. Same place that what this careless girl and the on social media and want to come bully me. You can't bully me, big mouth girl. Your job one tough like Jackass can. Your job one tough like. You're more big like Shaw.
Why can't I live with my mom? You don't know what dad say. We don't know the other story. But she didn't go into the story. So your tell me say she just come here for a little time and then go back because he said the child was 3. If you're 3 years old, there's no way.
Wait, but hold on. You're not asking her the question.
And that's the
no, you're not asking Michelle the right question. Every mother want them daughter around them. Why you take for your young daughter get to man? Every mother want them girl child around them. Or you take for your daughter gateway. Or you take your daughter gateway. Because a man can't raise my daughter, you know. He could have buff and puff and want blow the whole world down. Me no business. Him not raise my daughter. You hear? Me know in that guys, me not bad enough. It's when me have kids. And when me there Jamaica, me have the 2 first. You know what I say? Me never want my baby father them name for my fitness. Me never want them sign. I did not want them sign the birth paper. Guess when man sign things to them pitney, it kinda hard for we as a mother, you know. Cause you know we're gonna need them for certain document to them for sign. And sometimes when you and them leave or break up, they can be a jerk. And it is the truth, they can be a jerk. They can be such a jerk, I'm telling you. I can't tell you because I have bad experience with my first baby father. I'm not afraid to talk. Maybe him don't remember, but I remember stuff. But anyway, you all know, so you expect. I remember. I don't know if you remember things, but I do remember
3
stuff.
years old is a
You understand me? Then the second one, then the last one, father. You know, and after your baby, them come for you get the baby name. And he call, come bring my cell phone to the hospital, you know. Come me now make it. He call, me say the lady come. Me say no, them say she now come until 12. Remember me get cut in, guys. So me in the hospital and then, you know, me never well, you know. And them say me anemic and all kind of sin thing, guys, when me have the baby. So, you know, them have me and them watch me. I have the drip them on my 2 hand. Because me get dripping on my 2 hand. And me get the cut. So, guys, let me tell you something, man. Woman come and gone already. And me give them my baby name because I'm not sign none. Me get to understand. When you want me say, listen, when me want my baby passport, you know what now? Every time me have to need him to get a passport for my little daughter. Me say, see this crap? You see this crap? You see this crap? You see me tell you something, I want a man. The child will have your name, but you not sign no document. Like that. Because it can be a little thing for the mother in a rasta. Me not lying as a mother. Me not bad guys, but it can be a little hard power, especially when the man, you have a look and them no want to sign the people when you look about like our passport, him never want to look about my daughter for go Jamaica. Cause when me have her, me don't want to carry her down when she had 3 months old. Cause she already did christen already. You know, her social come her birthday, so me did make date and christen her. Him never want to leave. I tell you, it was hell. And my cousin have to reach out to him and say, come on, give her a break. She just a baby, make she go where she go. You're not buying anything in here. Anything happen to my child, I'm gonna do this. And I say, Magwan, you're a Yankee. You know them Yankee or them tan. Let me tell you something. It was not easy. But me never gonna take my daughter and get to her father. Me never gonna take my pitney and get to my father, no father. Me I fight him with the last breath in my body. But Michelle, you're worthless. Big mouth, Michelle, I'm glad that lady I bring out your secret and your dirty deeds. And you come and pick up me and Gracie problem. Look which part me and Gracie they're right here, so. Me no know you, she no, me know she know, but me no know you from a can of pain. Me no know you for nothing at all. And me no want you ugly, your mouth big. Your face tough, you ugly, you look big and black, you cranny. You come out looking slappy sometime on Facebook. You just look disgusting, you sick friggin' stomach. You big and stink and sour. Me a big woman Michelle and me stay good. Me not ask you, me I tell you. Oh. From me born me little bit. Me just little bit from me born. No joke. No question asked. Me not ask nobody no question because me know me. Oh, from me born me little bit. No matter me big foot. From me born me little bit. Oh. It's a damn tablet here. Can't believe it, you know.
Everything. And when I mean everything, because guilt, I was guilty that I left her.
You know most guilty. You was a junkie, go. You was a junkie, girl, go. You was a junkie.
I abandoned her, you know. But I left her to...
You abandoned her.
Abandoned her, Britney. Push out her secret, my sister. Bring it out to the front
and
page.
leave their child. That's a different thing. But why would you guilty? That's not guilt. And every time she said she live in regrets. Come on, Michelle, man. Do better than that. You come out with a story. Do it properly, man. Because you see me, I think.
Expose the girl.
Because
problem.
it's like, because we live here. If you don't live in England, maybe you wouldn't understand. Because when she come across people that don't live here, they don't understand the whole thing, how England is, how it's run. But when you live into a country and a person comes out with a story, that story not sit right. You understand? It not sit right. Because every Jamaican come here and do something with their life. But some people, as I say, she there and she has about the paper, the immigration things and college. None of that makes sense. Because I still go
expose the girl. Let's expose her.
I never stop learning. I never stop elevate myself. I never stop.
In a people business.
Always doing something.
Big stinking
when you come to this country, education is free. You grab it with both hands. A lot of people gonna come and say, me bad mind, Michelle, me not have education. You don't know nothing about me. You understand? Amount of qualification I get. When she were talking about merits and this and going to university, she not even get merits yet because other day I just got all of my qualification that I went in 2021. College come back after COVID. Yeah, there were no college in the UK. When COVID come in April, May, there were no college. Everywhere in England closed down. Yeah? 2020, there was no college at all in the UK. Every place closed down. College opened up in July 2021. And 2021, when college opened up in July, that's when I go on a COVID courses. I have all my qualification. Then I get merits. All of that happened. And when she was talking her thing that she go in college and all of that, and she get married, there's no exam that time when she talking. You understand? Because all along I didn't know that we were going to the same college. So when she come across and saying all of these things, she come piece, bit, and it doesn't adds up. But guys, as I say, if you don't live in the UK, when she's talking, you will not understand what she is saying. But if you live in the UK, you will pick up exactly what she is saying and what goes with what. Okay? Good morning, Maureen. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. You understand? I did not come up with any story. She comes out with it, and then I just pick it up and I put in my 2 cents. Listen.
One work. And even though she knew this, and I'm telling her this, she grew up and she knew these things, right?
All right, she grew up and she knew these things. 3 years old. 3 years old can remember. 3 years old. 3 years old is a baby. So to me, she lived this little girl for a long time.
Long time, yes, long time. I come on social media. I can't go on that people business with that big mouth.
Nothing. She got everything because I compensated with true material thing.
Why would you compensate your child with material thing? Does that make sense?
Because she's idiot, she's jackass.
Guilt. Why?
That's why the girl come up on social media look like a mad girl. That's why Michelle come out look like a mad girl, like she's a crackhead.
And then you compensate her with material things? No. Guilt. You know what you were doing. You know you leave that little child. You bring that little child from Jamaica. And you leave that little child. Wherever you said you leave that child with. I don't know. You say leave it with dad. So I am assuming, I don't know if the dad is here or you come or the dad sent for you. I don't know, Michelle. Or maybe the dad was settled in the UK. But you come with that little baby. Because that child is 22 years old, as you say.
Who run with them pick what is girl?
So you
Who run with them
child, maybe 2 years old or maybe 3 years old. I don't know the month or the time when they come into the UK. But as how you run it off, you say 21 and now the child is 22. So you maybe come here when the child was 1 or 2 years old.
She so lie, she could have not talk truth. A lie, she could have not tell.
I don't know.
Because she not talk truth. Michelle big and ugly and lie. That's why she leave people alone.
Even emotionally, I was there on the weekend. Well, not maybe Monday to Friday, but on the weekends I was there and I would call her, every night or every other night or something like that.
You would call her. Guys, North London is 25 minutes on the train to South London.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
25 minutes.
Expose the girl.
She could be working in North and still have a little daughter. So the time when you're working, who take care of your daughter? Is the dad a babysitter? That's what I want to know. You understand? Because if your partner come here, one work evening, one will take it vice versa. So you live in North and you leave your child in South. Guys, from North to South and Victoria line is 25 minutes. You in Brixton. 25 minutes. So why you have to go look for her every weekend? So when you left college, when you there evening time, and college is from probably, you say you go to college, it's from 9 till 3. So what you do with the rest of evening?
No, but man.
Guys, that don't make no sense.
Man.
No sense whatsoever.
Girl, he come here hot and in front that catch fire. In the come of England. And in front that catch fire. So no man.
I was so present. You understand? Versus people who leave their kids back home. I was present. I remember I used to be a pastor because I left.
You were present?
You were present.
You were present.
Might as well didn't leave that.
What the hell could jackass face girl here say she present? How the hell you present when you give away a picnic and you only see a picnic twice? Girl, and you asleep.
Child in Jamaica, I think that child would have feel much better off than you bring that child and then leave her over there and you go and buy your business.
And answer the child.
And over in South and I'm in North. And my best friend at the time, she's like, It's like you're so selfish. You don't even stop to think about me. I've left my child how many years now, and I'm stuck in a country and I cannot see my child. And the way how you behave, as if.
So, oh, you mean your best friend said to you, her child stuck back home and she's here. But those times, guys, all you need is an invitation
to
come
and a passport.
So that mother, that friend that she have, it was them at of kind.
Them a cross.
Say now.
Them worthless mama.
Best you lucky. Fear won't stop back home and fear is here. But that time, when you're in England, is all you need.
Is a passport and an invitation letter
to come to the UK.
Worthless
so
girl. Worthless.
Never take up his children, her child.
Worthless.
But I'm telling you, and she the year before Michelle.
Worthless.
Telling you.
Worthless.
Workless.
Worthless.
Remember.
There is a craft. There is a set of craft. Michelle and her a craft. Because Michelle bring fear opinion and left for somewhere else. She a craft.
Live with her friend. But her friend leave her kids them back in Jamaica. Yeah? So you're going to tell me, sir, her friend leave her kids them back in Jamaica. And that time, guys, all you need was the plane fare and an invitation
and
to
the passport.
Anybody back home in Jamaica. That time, you know how many people I take up? I take up my daughter with her auntie here at the same time. You understand? So that friend is a worthless friend just like her. Who knows what she and that friend was doing? And again, she said she didn't have nowhere to put her daughter if she didn't bring it to her friend. So, you're your friend into a room. Woman, so why your daughter gonna be with you?
That's a good damn question. Good damn question. Shit. I'm proud of myself. Michelle, I can't chat to me. I'm proud of myself. You have a point. You have a point, sister. Expose the girl.
Still feel guilty because we're all different. I just felt so bad.
You never feel bad.
Because you know what you're doing. You leave the child and this child misses his mommy.
First of all, she never feel bad. Because she didn't feel bad, she didn't go back for her pitney. She didn't go back for her pitney if she didn't feel bad. My daughter went to Florida, guys. And she was like 17 at the time. She was 16 at the time. 16. And I tell you, I fight me and God. And take my daughter from her father in Florida. Fight and take her away. And she was like 16-year-old. So when she attack a bullshit. Michelle full of crap, my sister. Expose the girl. What you call her? Her face, her tough like jackass can. Expose the girl so she enough. Walk in everybody problem and fear one day. That's why she come up on social and look like I want to look half cried. Shit.
All the time you always say you live in regrets. And that's
her regrets. That's her regrets, my sister.
Your friend is no better than you because she leave her maybe back home and that time all you need is an invitation. You're worth the money.
And the passport.
Those kind of plane fare was £500 to come to the UK back in 2000, 2001, 2002. Yes, those times the plane fare was that.
Heavily on me for years. I literally made me just go.
But Michelle, how does it lay heavily on you when you say you look for the child every weekend? Does that make sense?
It makes sense to she.
Alright, for instance, if she leave the child for a month and then she says she work more money and then go back, it's different. But why is it lay heavily on you? To me, she leave the child. And now she paying the consequences. Now the child did know and start to say, Mom, why is this? Why did you leave me? Mom, why is this? Mom, no when
maybe
she
not give her a good relationship.
The child gonna ask questions. And the question that the child might be asking, she can't answer the question. And maybe the dad might fill in the blank space. And maybe the child would have said, Mom, but you didn't have to leave me. You could have bring me along with you. We don't know. That's what I am saying. Because I know how kids think. I know. And when Kenisha was back in Jamaica, my daughter coming, she was 5 years old. And I would say, Kenisha, what Jamaica like? She's like, I can't really remember. Because remember, comparing 5-year-old to 3 years old is a big difference. 5 years old is grade 1. We You always remember when you were in grade 1, but you're not going to remember much of your little. You understand what I'm saying? But that child was 3 years old. She said,
no, man, you're school.
so
5,
that child,
6, you're there first grade.
Come on, she probably leave that child a long time and run gone.
Yeah, run gone. But my sister, 5-year-old, you in kindergarten, and 6-year-old you in first grade over here, or primary in when I call it again. Oh God, over here at 6-year-old you in first grade. Yeah, 5 year in kindergarten, 3 pre-K, 4 pre-K, 5 kindergarten. So yeah, remember what they call it? Basic school. Yeah, basic school. 3 if a child pattern can start 3, 4. Yeah. Y'all what this? Expose her. Expose her. Expose Michelle. Expose Michelle. Come on, Michelle. Come on, answer you.
It used to really, really affect me. That yeah, I felt like the worst mom ever that I left her. I didn't abandon her. She saw me. She got everything. We went out, we did things, everything. Do you know what I mean?
But that's not the same. We don't understand. When you live in our country, it's not like say the government take away your child. You could have been with your child, although you might bring up that child to McDonald's or bring her to the park or something. That child just want to be with her mom. Maybe something is happening in the home. We don't know why. You understand? And it's affecting that child. You know, a child want to see their mom. They don't want to be with nobody else. Or that child might be sitting there. When is mom coming? When is mom coming? It's not everybody gonna love
Michelle not
child.
coming. Michelle not coming. Michelle okay, take mom. She take
you
people
understand
married,
what I
mom.
am saying? We don't know what's going through our children's mind at times. You know? So I don't know why she always say she live in regrets and she buy her things to. We don't know what pain that child may be going through as a young child. We don't know. But you see, me now left my people go nowhere. Anywhere me go, my child have to find me.
So teach Michelle then.
We dey from room to room. Me not like how the landlord not going well. We move on. We move on. That's how England was. You come here and you rent a room and you not like it. Next week you move. Find on a stable address. You move until you are settled. Because you're working and you can pay your rent. So I don't know what she coming with. I don't know what she coming with.
It was just Monday to Friday. I was just not there because I was working over on the other side of London, right?
Okay. She said she working Monday to Friday. What about the college? You never gone in no college. Never gone no college. You must.
She a go man college.
She said she should work at
man college. She a go.
And she used to money those videos. Michelle, how were you put out on the media? You know.
Yeah, expose her. No, my sister just expose it. We call her Jackass. We call her Tough Crackers Face. Listen, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good day, good night. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Welcome, guys. If it is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome to my YouTube channel. And not only that, guys, please do not forget to subscribe and select all. And please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you.
That's why I'm referring to is what you put out in the media when you were saying that you used to work home and money and you're used to money and all of this. That was your lifestyle. You understand? You wouldn't have a lifestyle, but you're not telling people what lifestyle that was. What kind of work were you doing in the north that you couldn't do in south that you could stay with your little girl, huh?
And she told, you know what she told me last a few months ago when I visited her? She said that the fact that I left her affected her.
Okay. She said the child said, what matter, you left me and affected me. That's what I am coming with again, guys. The child, how can a 3 years old remember that her mom left her? 3 years old is a baby, for God's sake.
No lie, man. I have a 26 years old and he remembers stuff, and I'm being honest. My 2 first child remember stuff. They remember when there was, so I'm going to stop you, my sister. My two first child remember what my grandmother did to them. Put them on the veranda to sleep. So listen, my two first child remember my grandmother put them on the veranda to sleep and put plastic bag around the grill. So if her daughter remember stuff, don't say that, because listen, you know, kids we can't say them now, because kids does get nightmare. Kids does dream like growing people. My kids was in Jamaica, my two first kids, and as I said, they came here after my aunt after Russia and take them, and I'm not lying. And my kids talk about my grandmother put them on the front porch to sleep, guys, which in Jamaica they call it veranda. Over here is front. And she used the plastic bag, like the plastic bag and chopalke, whatever you want, that big chop, and she used bags and put round. And when rain fall, they was on the veranda, they was on the front porch sleeping. My kids remember. If my son come and this and my two oldest child and tell you guys, you'll be crying tears. So I will not say her child don't remember, because kids will remember. Kids will remember things, understand? And kids will remember bad things, understand? And erase good things. Kids will remember bad things and erase good things. Yeah, man. My kids, I remember, and when my kids went to Jamaica, they told me they will not go there and visit my grandmother, which is their great grandmother. They told me them that, and I did not force my children. My daughter went to Jamaica the other day, she and her dad, and she refused to go. And her dad, after grant her wishes, her dad after grant, he said, it's not about me. It's all of this vacation is about you, because you're leaving us right now. So we did this, you know. And my baby father never pressure my daughter. Him go and spend them time wherever country they went, all included. And every day they have different events. And my daughter enjoy herself. She said, I'm not going, mommy. She called me one day and I said, listen, I'm all the way in New York. You guys is in Jamaica, in Montego Bay. I said, talk to your dad. I said, you're not a child, you're a growing woman. Let him know, if you plan a trip for me, you got to do things not only your way, but my way too. And she sit and talk to her dad, and him say, listen, sweetie, I'm not going. Him never go. Because my daughter is still scarred from what my grandmother did to her, which is her great-grandmother. So guys, listen, me now go say Michelle daughter remember, because my kids remember that my grandmother, which is their great-grandmother, put them on the front porch to sleep and put plastic bag around the grill. You understand me? So, and that's the truth. And that is the honest truth.
Like, if she were, say, 5 or 6, I could understand little bits and pieces. But a 3-year...
But now, like, guys, big up to all of my supporters, them. I love you know. Me appreciate the whole of you know. Guys, big up on yourself. Me appreciate, me not take nobody for granted. Me love you know. Me love you know, guys. Me appreciate each and every one. Guys, I appreciate everyone. I don't take no one for granted. And I thank you guys for supporting me on my YouTube channel. But guys, you can follow me on Facebook too, you know. Me on Facebook, man, my name Anne-Marie. You know me. You know my name. I always put it up. You can run over Facebook, run over Instagram. Follow me on Instagram and I'll follow you back. And you can run over on Facebook and follow me. And send me a friend request and follow me. And I'll follow you guys back if you're on Facebook. And I accept each and every one requests. But guys, please, someone who not send requests and not look, not, you know, I can't deal with that, you know. I can't deal with that. But guys, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I have a video for make tomorrow. I don't know what video I go it now go pretty. It go turn up tomorrow or tonight. So, guys, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please do not forget to subscribe. And when you subscribe, please select all. I appreciate everyone. Thank you. Let's run right back into this lady. I beat Michelle. I like how she angle. What she call her? Jackass. I like how she angle her.
Old, and she said,
Michelle.
Mom.
Go, Michelle, Donna, go learn for angle your kangle. Yes. Go ahead.
You leave me and it affected me. How leaving that child affected her? It must be something happened along the way.
That's true.
And maybe she wasn't being cared for nicely. You know, sometimes you have some man and you have them woman, the stepmother. We don't know all these things. I just assume maybe he might have a next woman and he live with his stepmom, and you know some stepmom doesn't like the child, because sometimes you have some stepmom because they hate the baby mother. It's just like because they hate, they put on the child. You understand? And if a child to say to you, Mom, you leave me and it affected me, maybe it could be verbal abuse. It could be any
physical abuse, mentally abuse.
Because
yeah,
you
right.
leave
Emotionally
the man.
abuse.
Some man, when you leave them and you leave the child with the man, they can abuse the child as well. Because they're hurt and they take it out on these children. And that's what happened. Because if I leave a man, there's no way I'm going to leave my child with you, knowing you abusive. Hell no, my child is my handbag. Or else I'd rather to send back my child to Jamaica until I sort myself out and make my child come back. You understand? A lot of parents leave their kids back home and their kids get abused as well, and they resent their parents as well. It does happen. But as I say, we must know what we want in life. Because later on, people live in regrets. And when people are going to come on social media and call me names and all sorts of these things, it doesn't bother me. Because you see, me, I am about care. You understand? Treat people right. Treat people with respect.
Michelle,
love.
Teach Michelle.
You understand? That is me. I talk about mental issue. When people going through mental state, treat them right. Don't run them. Don't abuse them. Call them. Take care of them. Talk to them. Show them love.
May I cook the rice now?
Sometimes some kids are drawn. Them is like this. We don't know why they are drawn. We don't know if they are molested. We don't know what's happening. Sometimes you find some kids, they don't want to talk. When you see them, I'm like, you don't know what's happened in their childhood. And you've been wondering. I give this child everything and the child's still not happy. It's not giving the child things got to make the child happy. It's what happened to the child that affect the child. That's why the child behave like that. We have to take responsibility. We need to take responsibility and stop being selfish. Some parents out there, they put friend in front of their children. They put man in front of their children. Some women come here, they never look back at their kids back home in Jamaica. They come here, they make a new family and forget that they have children back home. Some of them come here and never return. Some of them not even know what their kids look like. When they return, God knows, and those kids might be thinking, my mom could have helped me. Of course, your mom could have helped you. But when they come here, they've made a new family all together. And that family that they had before, they've abandoned them back home. You have a lot of people do that here. And it's affected the child. Might as well leave that child back home. Should I understand?
But you know you're going too far. Yes, I should have never picked my sister.
Just imagine, this child was seeing me. She was still seeing me. And she said, she was upset. She was angry. She was so angry. So sometimes...
Guys, and she laugh. They look at ugly girl laugh. She find it funny.
The child is angry because the child wants to be with his mother. And you don't know what the father is saying to the child. You know when a woman left a man, the man can be very wicked.
Wicked and devious.
Your mother that. Your mother careless. You know some man. When you left them, Jesus, God Almighty. Then tell you pick them some sin thing in them head. Your mother this, your mother that. And then it affected the child. And then the child would probably say to the dad, Dad, why mom leave me? And the dad would say all kind of things. Just because maybe
Michelle live back too.
I don't know, because some man wicked. They tell the child, they not tell them what the problem was. Maybe when they're big, they can tell them if she can understand. But leaving a child at 3, there's no way that child can remember nothing. 3 years old is a baby.
Yeah, say that man. With your man.
Really cross at you. These are the things that they're harboring in them. Logically, they can understand, say, yes, she had to do. But emotionally, you not being there for them emotionally, it affects them.
You should talk about yourself.
Are you
Michelle, talk about yourself, say you never did it for your daughter. Eh? Because you choose man. I go and bust shot on there. Why when she name they go find her sitting here and I play it? Eh? You see? The time that you text said for me, see you have to answer to somebody who living in your country. You answer to that nice lady. You answer to her, Michelle.
Listen to yourself.
She not listen to herself.
Michelle, are you listening to yourself, Michelle? Are
She
you
not.
listening to yourself?
Michelle not.
Yannick, leave me alone. We have to address these situations. Listen, we have to highlight certain things. A lot of kids live with their parents and some are suffering. So we have to carry this across that people can know how to handle certain situations. So you stay in a yearling awareness. I believe in awareness. And I always say to a child, if somebody touch you, talk. Anybody touch you, I say, I touch you anywhere, talk. In the UK, in school, they teach the kids them certain things. If anything, you must talk. And that's what I am here for. Kids, you don't have love in your heart. I about kids, caring. A kids must live in an environment where she protected, loved, and cared for. A child should live somewhere where she's happy. Although that child might say, oh, my mom is working away, but where she is okay. You understand? And if you leave your child somewhere and the child is uncomfortable and happy, it's going to grow with that child. You understand?
That's true.
It will affect that child. So we as parents must talk to our children. Ask them what you're feeling. Ask them what's going on in your head. Ask them when you see them like this. I will see my daughter like this. And I'm like, what are you thinking about? And she's like, Mom, I'm fine. Always, what you're thinking, all is intimacy. I'm like, yeah. What's going through their mind? You know? What's going through their mind? Sometimes she said she's going through depression. I know depression have a lot to do with things, anxiety. And then she sometimes comes about, oh, my brother died. But now I can realize and related it. Maybe just used as a brother, as a thing. But actually, it's not about the brother. My uncle died that take me here in England last year. He died of brain tumor. You understand? Yes, we have family member that died. Yes. But it not affect you every day. Get up, my brother died. That doesn't make any sense. Yes, you will think about your brother, of course. But over the years, it's gone. And that's the honest truth. Everybody have a family that died. Everybody have a sister or a brother that died. But it doesn't really affect you in that manner. It's not like a child. Okay? Sometimes people blame certain things and certain things, but actually it is not that. They're put out of front to make it believe that is that why they're acting that way. People is like that. Okay? Psychology. You have to study psychology. People mind. People want you to believe what you want to believe. You understand? People is doing that and they make you believe the opposite. When actually they're really doing it. You understand? People good at that. So you got to see signs and how people reflect and how people talk. You understand? And when every time she talking, she always pointing finger and this and pointing. When you pointing finger, it's not a nice thing. If you're talking to someone, you don't point your finger in people's faces. It's unacceptable. You put your hand here and you talk. When I talk with my hand like this. I don't talk and pointing finger. You can't be talking and pointing finger. That telling me that's a sign. And when every time she talk, she'll be pointing and she will do this and this. No, you don't do that. That is a problem. That's a barrier. By pointing hand like that, that's a barrier. That means when somebody put up a barrier, that's her barrier. You know, when some people is like in certain situation, they put up a barrier, and that's her barrier is pointing. Like what I say, if you ever dare come near to me, what I will do. If you ever dare watch her performance, watch the way she come across things, watch the way she talk. And then she will grab up, and then she will come and she will talk about grabbing up. And then she will dip on, and with these two fingers. No. When you do that, that's telling me, back off. Because she's going into a circle, she's going into a mood. And that mood that she is going into is not a nice mood. Okay? It's not a nice mood. People go through certain drama that they're not telling people, and it affected them. So when they come on social media, they may talk, certain things just come up and they start. So it comes out in their body language. Yes. Certain things comes out in people's body language. You just act. Look how they act. Look how they come across. The least little thing is upset them. There's a sign. It's like mental illness. When somebody is going through depression, as I say, with depression, people don't bath. They don't brush their teeth. They get up every morning, raggy. They don't care about themselves. That's their mind. Sometimes she said she's going through depression. I know depression has a lot to do with things, anxiety. And then she sometimes comes about, oh, my brother died. But now I can realize and related it. Maybe she just used as a brother, as a thing. But actually, it's not about the brother. My uncle died that take me here in England last year. He died of brain tumor. You understand? Yes, we have family member that died. Yes. But it not affect you every day you get up, my brother died. That doesn't make any sense. Yes, you will think about your brother, of course. But
guys,
over the years,
she just tell it like it is.
And that's the honest truth. Everybody have a family that died. Everybody have a sister or a brother that died. But it doesn't really affect you in that manner. It's not like a child. Okay? Sometimes people blame certain things and certain things, but actually it is not that. They put out a front to make it believe that is that why they're acting that way.
Well, I'm Michelle,
like that.
That's Michelle, okay? You're talking. I'm Michelle, yeah. I use our psychology.
People want you to believe what you want to believe. You understand? People is doing that, and they make you believe the opposite when actually they're really doing it. You understand? People good at that. So you got to see signs and how people reflect and how people talk. You understand? And when every time she talking, she always pointing finger and this and pointing. When you pointing finger, it's not a nice thing. If you're talking to someone, you don't point your finger in people's faces. It's unacceptable. You put your hand here and you talk. When I talk with my hand like this. I don't talk and pointing finger. You can't be talking and pointing finger. That telling me that's a sign. And when every time she talk, she will be pointing and she will do this and this. No, you don't do that. That is a problem. That's a barrier. By pointing hand like that, that's a barrier. That means when somebody put up a barrier, that's her barrier. You know, when some people is like in certain situation, they put up a barrier, and that's her barrier is pointed. Like what I say, if you ever dare come near to me, what I will do. If you ever dare watch her performance, watch the way.
Me go watch her. Don't worry, me go watch her.
Watch the way she talk. And then she will grab up, and then she will come and she will talk about grabbing up. And then she will pan, and with these two fingers. No. When you do that, that's telling me, back off. Because she's going into a circle, she's going into a mood. And that mood that she is going into is not a nice mood. Okay? It's not a nice mood. People go through certain drama that they're not telling people, and it affects them.
Michelle, I got through some drama, of course.
They talk, certain things just come up and they start.
Hey, man, tell me.
So it comes out in their body language. Yes. Certain things comes out in people body language. You just act. Look how they act. Look how they come across. The least little thing is upset them. There's a sign. It's like mental illness. When somebody is going through depression, as I say, with depression, people don't bath. They don't brush their teeth. They get up every morning, raggy. They don't care about themselves. That they are going into a state of.
So what on then now? So that's a Michelle on here.
Depression. They go on the road. They don't take care of themselves. It's like, no, you wasn't used to be like that. That telling you something is going on. Guys, we got to be visible. We must watch around our surrounding. That's why I always say, look out for your neighbors. Look out for people. If you did have a friend and she used to look a certain way, and then after that she started to look different, and you said, no man, she used to be nice and dress up something. Ask question. See if you can help. You know, by talking to someone, is the listening ears. You understand? Not like say your mother and try to put down people. That's not right. A lot of people in this country going through depression, anxiety, panic attack, but if something started off, you understand? And some of these people not even getting treatment for it. And over time it get worse and get bigger and bigger till it blow out of proportion. So then get a bit edgy, and when they talk, it's like they want to fight and all of these things. And remember, when people come across, I believe in loyalty, I believe in loyalty, I believe in trust, I believe in trust. When she always say these things, remember, she always talk about loyalty, and she always talk about trust. Okay, loyalty. She always said, I care what your friend do, you must keep it. And
Michelle must have a bad experience with her friend.
I mean, she trusted someone.
Mm-hmm.
And she get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And she loyal to someone.
Mm-hmm.
And she get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Every time she come about loyalty and trust. And people not looking into these things and say something is wrong. She can trust somebody and it go wrong. That's why she always talking about loyalty and confidentiality. That she always talk about. But people might come here for just drama. When people come on social media, you have to look beyond. When people talk, take it in and see what she's talking about. When she's talking about college, that's when I click. When she's talking about this, that's when I click. You understand? Some people just listen all kind of yap, but they're not taking in. Sometimes people is crying out for help, but yet you take it because of social media. A lot of people on social media crying out for help, and you not even know. And you think, oh, she's joking. Oh, she is this. Oh, no, she is quiet. She's not actually telling you guys, I need help. I need help. It come different way, and people laugh. Yeah, man, this, that.
So Michelle cry out for help. All right.
Beyond that mask.
Me done cook, guys. Now we pan the meat to simmer down.
No, I watch people actions. Yes, I watch people actions. I'm no fool. I know when people is going through things. I watch the face expressions.
You say Michelle I got you something.
I watch how you look. Because there's no way you live in the UK and you come in on social media, get up out of the bed, no brush your teeth and say, I saw me stay, man. Hell no.
I want you to hear my conversation, so me have to go out there, so.
Something is not right. That is an unkept wife. And if you have a wife,
Hold on, Michelle, you use a unkept. Bust up shot pan the mix up, girl. Oh, girl, we love people business.
going on social media looking that way, as a man, you should say, hello, sorry. You've been with a wife and you know that your wife used to be jolly and all of these things, and all of a sudden, but she looks shabby, she looks rabid, and she's going to say, is who she is? It's not who she is. No. She's changed. But some men, they don't take time to know what's going on with their wives. Same as the wife don't take time to know what's going on with their husband.
Hey.
You understand? That's why you have a lot of broken family. Everybody busy. So, guys, we have to look out for each other.
Sit down and they think of these things and they internalize things and stuff like that. Though logically, they can see it. But emotionally, they're somewhat hurt. And I was so shocked, she was, I was shocked. When it comes down to my kids, they're the only people who can, anything that tugs at my heartstrings, and when it comes up to my kids, I'm going to do it. I was hurt. I cried.
You're a jackass, girl, I laugh.
And I say all of this to say, right? Sometimes we do things as parents, and we don't realize how it will affect the child later on. You're looking at the fact that she's small now, but she won't be small forever. When she grows up and she sees this on the internet,
Guys, that's what I resented her mom. Because she said she leave her, and after that she go back. Maybe she leave her for a very long time. Maybe till she was 10, 11, 12. I don't know. She didn't say what age she take back that child. She will say she leave here and then go back. Because as I say, from north to west is 25 minutes on the train. And you could child, but yet you go there and weekend and stay. It doesn't make no sense to me at all. No sense to me whatsoever. You see, she do things out of anger. Maybe she want to, some women again, when they want, she said, one time relationship, I don't know where that video is. So, to get back at the dad, she leave the child. But I would never leave my child. I would never. You in Jamaica with that child, and you come here with that child. You're supposed to be with that child. That's what I am saying. You understand? But a lot of people come here bashing me. I just talk over the story, and I talk what I might think might go this way or that. I'm just assume. But some of these things that I'm talking, it might be fact. You understand? Why would the child resented you? Why? And the child said she leave her. 3 years old, can't remember nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing.
Protection. If you really wanted to protect your child, you would wait until the authorities come and sort it out. And you would get together with...
What authority is she talking about now? What authority?
The father of your child and Shensia, right? And Shensia's son.
Hey, she gone past Shensia now. You see what I tell you? You ain't got no people business. She a talk about Shensia this, Shensia that, and fear life as spoiled. Yeah, she's talking about Shensia now. That's what she say. That's what I'm saying. She could have remembered when she was 6, 7. Lord have mercy. Wait. And in a business, it's not about guys. As I say, we are here. We have a lot of Jamaican here, and we have to look out for our children. There are a lot of things that are taking place with children. Children were abused when they were much younger, and they grow up with that hate in their heart. They don't trust people. They don't trust man. Your father can abuse you, your cousin, your uncle. There are so many different abuse taking place in Jamaica and around the world. Not here alone. You understand? Your own father can abuse you. You understand? And what I don't understand, the Jamaican culture, when kids are abused, people don't talk about it. I don't like that. In Jamaica culture, when kids abuse, they hush hush. But I'm telling you, any kids I know is abused. Me, I'm telling you. You see, abuse is an X for me. I don't believe in that. No, it's wrong. That's why you must teach your children. If anybody touches certain places here, there, talk. That's why they teach it in school over here. There are certain places you must not touch. Teach your child these things. And when the child goes somewhere and somebody touch that child somewhere, that child going to remember, oh, my mom said you mustn't touch me there. Yes. These things you must teach them from a younger age. And when you teach your kids, there are certain words that certain people say to you, must not. And let not your child sit on any uncle leg. Sometimes it's a big kids that sit in their uncle's leg, their cousin's lap. No, that's not acceptable. That's supposed to cut out. You understand? We live in the real world. Everybody hush, hush. That's why the world is like this. The government in Jamaica need to do more about young people. The government need to know more about teenagers' pregnancy with these big men having these schoolgirls over here in the UK. That cannot happen. They say in Jamaica, when you're an adult, hell no, you're not adult. You're a child. What does 6 years old know? Tell me. They think they know everything, but actually they don't know nothing. 16 years old. I can remember when I was 16, I think I may know everything. But no, looking back, my daughter is 17. She don't know a lot. They act as if they know a lot, but no. So many teenage pregnancy in Jamaica, 15, 16, 14, for big men. And I think that is because how can a big man be with a 14, 13, 15 years old and the government do nothing about it and think it is okay? It is not okay. It is wrong. I know a lot of people might be poor and all of these, but these big men see that the parents can't afford certain things, and some of them buy out the parents, give them this, and then end up with the girl, get her pregnant, then she's stagnant. You're pregnant 15, 16. No, that should never happen. And I think there should be a law put in place for these men that sexually abuse these young girls. They're supposed to put away for life. And that's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. Teenager pregnancy is too much. Young schoolgirl there with these big men, that's wrong. Wrong is wrong. You're a child. A child supposed to finish their education, go on to university, then they get the job what they want to, and then you become an adult. Guys, it's just life. You have to know what you want to do in life. You have to sit down and talk to your children. You can't buy present for your children and say that, oh, because you leave them, it's going to make them feel happy. No, there's an emptiness here. And that emptiness, you can't fill that with present. You understand? She's empty. It's like a woman being married her husband cheated on her, leave her with the kids, and it leave an impact on her, so she become empty. She can't love. She can't move on. So is the child. Broken heart. That child is broken heart. When you are 3 years old, you is a baby. Nobody can't tell me say 3 years can remember when I'm 3 years old. Maybe 6, 7.
Yeah.
6 years old in Jamaica is grade 1. Over here, 5, 6, 5 is grade 1.
6-year-old in Jamaica.
Maybe you can have a glimpse. Maybe about 5, 6, not grade 1. Yes. When Carlos come, I'm gonna ask Carlos some questions. When he was in reception, and see if he can remember. I'm gonna do that test with Carlos later when I pick him up from school. Because over here, reception start at 4 years old. And grade 1 over here is 5 years old. You have some books in there. And I'm gonna ask him, and they have some pictures. Carlos, when you were 4, can't you remember going to nursery? What do you remember about nursery? Who things I'm gonna pick Carlos' head with? Carlos is 8 years old now. So he was in reception. He was going nursery first. Carlos was in nursery. Over here, when they reach 4 years old, they go to reception class. Okay? And from reception, when they reach 5, they go to grade 1 over here. And then 6, they reach to grade 2. 7, grade 3. 8, grade 4. So Carlos is in grade 4 now. And I'm going to test Carlos' memory. I'm going to drag Carlos' memory with reception class 4. Carlos, no, you're not going to remember his teacher in reception because his teacher's still there. So we can't test him with the teacher. There's something. I'm going to go back into that book. He has some book with reception and pictures and some of his friends. And I'm going to try and drag Carlos' memory. When you were in reception, Carlos, who was that? Who is this? What were you doing? All right, guys, I'm going to show you something. I think this is reception class. Class 2021. No, this one is for Lucy. This one is for Lucy. Where's the Carlos? The Carlos one gone. I can't find it. But guys, I'm going to look for one with Carlos in reception. This one, this is a single one. This is reception class. This is 4. He was 4 here. 4 years old. This one is 4, but I'm going to look for other one. Yeah. So one here. This one is, hey, this one look like year 1. I don't know. I'm have to look. Guys, I'm gonna look. I promise you, I will look because the ear is on it. That one look like ear 2. That one look like ear 2. But I am going to do, I will. I'm going 4 reception class, year 4. And I'm going to try and drag his memory. Who was his best friend? There's something to drag and see if he can remember. But I doubt it. He remember about 5 and 6. But guys, that's how life is. That's how life is. I can't even remember when I was even 6 years old. Not much. Blurry. Not much to remember. Long time. I am 50 years old now. But everybody can remember when they go to school the first time. But not much. They can remember grade 1. Everybody can remember grade 1. In Jamaica, when you're 7 in grade 1, yes. Over here when you're 6.
6 in grade 1, yeah,
Or
6
5.
when you're in first grade.
And that's the honest
7
truth.
you go in second grade.
We have to know our children. We have to. We have to question them. That's why she live in guilt. She live in regrets. But she's not telling you. And these things affected you in the long run. Why she always talk about anxiety, depression, and all these things? But I am going to talk about the immigration issue within the UK. I know a bit about immigration and all of these things, guys.
Listen,
I
guys.
even carry people to court. I even talk to people. I talk to the judge when people are having their appeal. Guys, I was an RMT rep. I know rules and regulation. I know certain things. I might not know the whole entire thing, but I know a bits and few. I study things. You understand? We need to know these things. Some of these things right at our fingertip. You understand? And when people are going to come out, you're dunce, you're this, and call people all sorts of names, and they don't know the story, they're not looking deeper. I am a sort of person, if you tell me a story, I will listen to your story, but after a while, I will click on, you might say something, and I think about it. And that's how I am. I don't judge nobody, but I will question things. And when you start to question things, people become angry, like you shouldn't question. Questions were made to ask, and you answer them. When you ask someone a question and they start to get up in their feelings, where you question me that for? Where you ask me that for? Something is not right. You understand? When you put something out there and somebody question it, it shouldn't be a problem. As long as they're talking the truth, it shouldn't be a problem.
Project short life.
Comment where somebody write a comment, guys. A lot of UK people were in the comment. Lots of UK people were in my comment, and they were saying to me, Sophie, I'm glad that you bring up that issue. This person says, listen, she said, I'm not going to bring out her name, she might underline. She said, really, Michelle, no, this is serious. Indefinite leave to remain is how you settle in the UK. I'm going to explain to you. It's how you settle in the UK.
Michelle, come here, you big mouth, yeah?
It gives you the right to live, work, and study here for as long as you like, and apply for benefit if you are eligible. You can use it to apply for British citizenship. Michelle think we are all gullible, but even so, a lot of us live in the UK.
Michelle, come here.
I don't know if you guys understand what it is saying.
Me understand what you say.
The story.
Michelle, a liar, yeah.
It's not straight, and immigration is a bit. There's so many. It's a wide range when it come on to immigration. Okay, guys, and immigration, it changed over the years. Every year, immigration rule changes. When Michelle come here, you go to college, and then you can go. So college, some people get their status of a college. Some people get their settlement of the children. They were having a 7 year. When you have a child for 7 years, even if you're born in Jamaica and you come here after 7 years, not leaving the country, you can apply for settlement back then. Then it reached a 10-year settlement. When a child is here for 10 years, then you get your settlement. I don't know if that 10 years still exists because I'm not thinking about immigration right now. It's only when somebody come and say, Sophie, can you look into this for me? I will say, okay, I will check the lawyer and see what's happening because I know good lawyers, and I will ring them up and say, this person is that. What is this going on at the moment? And they will say, this is the new law and this, what criteria? So you have to fit the criteria. Michelle could have got her settlement years ago if she didn't have that child. That child born in Jamaica, that child is 22 years old. When that child come here, then they have this law. When your child is 7 years in the UK, you apply off of that child and you get your resident. You're not going to get your full status. You're going to get half off. That time it was a 5 years. So she would have done 2.5 years, and then she did 2.5 years, and then she get her indefinite, and then she would have go on to her British citizenship. That's how we go in the UK. All right. That 7 years gone. Then, if that 7 year passed Michelle, she could apply for the 10 years because she have that child. When that child reach, that child would have be 12 years old. 12 years old. Because she said she come here about 2 years old. So that child would have been 12. So she could apply for settlement with that child in secondary school. So the 10-year route for children, when your child is here for 10 years, you apply with the child. They will grant you settlement because she reached the criteria. She never do that. So maybe the child never lived with her. You understand? So she went off and she said she get married. Guys, I remember they were clamping down on marriage in the UK because people were getting married right foot and center. And then the government was saying, who want to get married, you're going to apply an application to the Home Office to get married. And the UK people on here, they can testify for that. When you want to get married, you got to apply to the Home Office and they will give you the okay. Because they were clamping down on a lot of marriage in here. And then they cut it down and said, if you've been with your partner for 2 years as a common law, you can still send off your documents. So people never get married again. Okay, that gone. Because as I say, immigration rule, it changes over time. Over time. It doesn't stay in one place. 1 minute it change. Every year something change. Rule will change. Every rule will change. When she married, she is already an overstayer. And in the UK, when you is an overstayer and you married, it's going to take you a long time to get your status. The immigration rules state, if you are illegal, it rather you go out of the country and your husband or wife file for you. It takes 4 months. Leave the country and your husband, who is a British citizen, or indefinite leave to remain. You don't have to be a British citizen for file for your wife. You have leave to remain limited. You don't have no expire on your leave. That is resident, ILRR, indefinite leave to remain. Yeah. So if you're overstayer and then you apply in the UK on behalf of marriage, it can take you up to 7-8 years to get through. Because guess what? You're going to be at the back of the line because they class you as an overstayer. And to be an overstayer in the UK is a criminal offense. So guess what? They were saying, if you want to regularize your status and you want it quicker, exit the country, go over back to Jamaica, make your husband or your wife file for you, and then you come back 1, 2, 3, quick. A lot of people done that. You understand? But if you stay here and you overstay, it's gonna take you a long time. And what happened now? Even if they take 7 years or 5 years to answer you, hear the trick. When they do answer you, they give you a 2.5 years. 2.5 years, without benefit, without nothing. You just can work. Then you have to do 2.5 years. Then 2.5 years. Then it's about to take you 10 years before you get to stay in the UK. 10 long years. And remember, when they do 2.5 years, they take 6 months to send back the book. So 10, 11, 12. So it's going to take you over 13 years to get a British passport. You not even get settlement, guys. An extension you getting it. Extension. So that extension gonna take you over time.